Springtime plus South Texas equals the ideal situation for hunting Rio Grande gobblers. And that's why host Joe Coogan is headed to the Lone Star State, to the town of Goliad, Texas, in search of strutting toms. There's plenty of primetime turkey action ahead on this episode of Benelli on Assignment.
We're going to be hunting with Becky Lou down in South Texas on the ranch of a very good friend of mine, Milton Greason. And this is a ranch that I've had the opportunity to hunt over the years, and it's a wonderful area that holds a lot of game.
Located near Goliad, Texas, Sarco Creek Ranch is situated in a hot spot for Rio Grande gobblers.
I met Becky Lou 2 years ago at the SHOT Show. So this year, when we started planning our annual spring hunt in Texas, she came to mind immediately as a perfect guest, and particularly in light of putting together a group of women who all enjoy the outdoors.
Hailing from Louisiana, Becky Lou Lacock was introduced to hunting when she met her husband, and she quickly became an avid enthusiast of the sport. In 2010, she participated as a competitor in the Ammo and Attitude television series.
My assignment for Game and Fish is to write about women and their challenges with the gear in the field, in any outdoor activity, not just hunting, not just hiking, not just shooting, just any outdoor activity.
Becky Lou is one of those people that is just, I don't think you could show her something bad that she wouldn't find something good about. She has an infectious laugh. She's always just seeing the good, the positive, and the funny side of things, and truly enjoys life. And any time that she can be in the outdoors, she's going to make new friends without any question. My God, look at the pattern on your second bird.
Hey, I got his butt, didn't I?
Yeah, the number 7 shot, I mean, there are more pellets in there because it's smaller, and with that higher density, it really does a number on it.
Exactly, because look, way up here, this is where I was aiming, and look, there's no chance that turkey was walking away.
Joining this hunt with Becky Lou and I is Jason Nash. Jason is with ATK, or Federal Premium Ammunition.
I've had the opportunity to hunt here at Sarco a few times now, and I'm always amazed at the habitat and how well it draws in game. And I really enjoyed that opportunity to be out in the woods with Becky Lou. She's an enthusiastic person, and she really knows hunting and wants to learn about the things she doesn't know, and we made for a great team. Benelli's been a great partner for us. Their shotguns and their branding is high-end, top of the line, and it fits really well with our products. Our best turkey offering in ammunition is our heavyweight shot, and it comes in both 20 and 12 gauge.
Also joining us is Christy Gates. And Christy is Benelli's events and media manager, and boy, has she got boundless energy and great enthusiasm. So she's going to be an absolute asset on this hunt.
So Becky Lou, what we've got here is the Stoeger M3500. It's our latest shotgun from Stoeger. It's an inertia-driven gun, and it's our 3.5-inch version.
Versatility, value, and solid reliability make the Stoeger Model 3500 the perfect choice for waterfowl, wild turkey, or upland game. The 3500 handles a full range of loads from 2 3/4 inch up to the potent 3.5-inch Magnum. It also comes with the inertia-driven system, giving the firearm better balance and swing.
Julie Gollop, another one who was an absolute pleasure to meet for the first time, and to bring her on her first turkey hunt.
My name is Julie Gollop, and I'm a professional shooter, and I shoot for Benelli.
One of the top female competitive shooters in the world, Golub has won championship titles in 6 different action shooting sports and has won more than 15 world and 20 national championships total.
You're shooting this animal like it's a rifle. It's not like a moving target like a shotgun. It should surprise you when it goes off. I've gotten my wife introduced into hunting more and more in the last few years, and we were having this all-ladies hunt down here at Sarco Creek Ranch in Texas, and so I thought it'd be a great opportunity for her to come.
This is the first time I've been hunting with Steve where he's actually the guide.
See him, drive by him, and then set up, hopefully get in their path.
It's been really fun having him direct us, telling us when to be quiet and when to stop moving, because I don't really know what these birds can hear, see, smell, you know.
A lot of these ladies have not hunted turkey that much, or in some cases not at all. So you can really look like you know what you're doing, because basically you can tell them anything and they'll believe it.
You can pivot right now without moving the sticks, right? Like this. But let's say the turkey comes in way over here or way over here, then you can grab everything and move it.
There you go. We've got such a diverse group of ladies with one thing in common, and that is they love the outdoors, and we are going to have a great time.
Benelli on Assignment is brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Bill Jordan's Realtree. Family, friends, and the outdoors. Burris Optics. See the light. Hunter's Specialties. Under Armour. Always lethal. And by Benelli USA's fine family of firearms, including Benelli, Simply Perfect, Franchi, pass along the tradition, Uberti, history repeats itself, Stoger, serving American sportsmen since 1924, and Stoger Air Guns, pellet power precision.
It's absolutely important to have women involved in the hunting sports, because they are the ones, just like the dads, who get their children involved, and those are the hunters of tomorrow.
They're right over there.
I fear that because I have not a lot of experience with turkey hunting, that with calling I would make a mistake. They're so distracted right now.
One of the most impressive things to me was how quickly Julie could pick up a call, and I mean, sound excellent. I've heard people that have called a lot, much longer and not sound as good.
There's a top there.
Yeah, there's definitely. There's that tom.
Last year when we were hunting here at Sarco Creek Ranch, we were covered up with 3- and 4-year-old birds. It's the exact opposite this year.
I can really tell how many's in there.
There's at least 10. We were set up in this section where we could literally have turkeys come from any direction, and they pretty much did. They came at us through a roadway, greenway area, and snuck along the fence, and then out of nowhere, there were turkeys everywhere. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in that group. There were so many turkeys, it was hard to keep track of what was good and what was not good to shoot, and they basically walked on by us, never saw us there, but we never really got a great shot, so.
Yeah, we barely saw a jake last year. Now all we see are jakes and a few 2-year-old birds, so it's really taken a change. Saw a lot of traffic in this one particular area, both in the evenings and in the mornings. So we assumed that the roost was nearby there.
I've been seeing all these birds working down here, like this morning when we saw the birds down there crossing, and then the evening before. I'm pretty sure there's the roosting tree. We can just look underneath it if there's a bunch of droppings, so that'll be sure. If it is, then we should sit up over here, because we'll practically be right under the roost, and then when they pitch down, hopefully we can get them to us.
I really put myself in Steve's hands when we go hunting, and this is where he is very experienced, and I really trust him, and he's been a great guide, and he's really helped me learn and appreciate the sport of hunting.
How many will roost at night?
10, could be more.
Wow.
Let's go under here and look what it is. See, they're up on these trees, and here's some, and there's some up here. Since they're so easy to get up into, they'll stay there, and they can see because there's not any leaves on the tree.
Will the big toms get up here too? Or?
All of them.
Wow.
They definitely.
Huh.
Just even on these smaller branches.
Sure enough, there was a big roost tree, lots of droppings under it, and we knew that was where we wanted to set up the next morning.
So this will be a good place to set up for sure.
This will be the money spot.
All right. Got a plan for tomorrow.
We're in a real good area here. This is an area that Milton mentioned, and I think if we set up right over here, put these decoys out and do a little calling, could be good. Becky Lou, she's hunted turkeys up in the northern areas, but this was going to be her first chance at a Rio Grande. Good spot right here. Yeah. Christy, you and Becky Lou just kind of tuck in right here.
I felt real fortunate to have Joe Coogan in my group hunting with me. He's an expert hunter in lots of fields.
Jason and I are going to set up the decoys. Y'all get comfortable.
This really looks good. We can see that way, we can see that way.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I like this. A lot of flat land, a little brush.
Key is to face it toward the shooter or a little bit broadside.
Looking good. You want to point him towards, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
The afternoon setup was great. We had Becky Lou behind the gun, and I was doing some calling, and we just felt like it was a good place to be.
Joe and Jason would do the dueling calls. They would act like there was more than one hen, and it made it sound like, gosh, there's a big crowd of hens down there. We got to go see what's happening.
Jake. It's a Jake.
From behind left comes a Jake, and he comes walking up, and of course he fluffs up, and he's going to challenge this interloper, and he was taking real exception to this strutting decoy that we had and putting on quite a show at the same time.
Hazel Creek decoys are here. It's a blast watching those things work. When they work just right, the birds go nuts over them, and they really think it's a real turkey because, well, it is.
The Jake went over there and beat that Jake up. He just kicked him and swiped him with his, I'd never seen anything like that. How often do you get to see that? And he just was prancing around there and prancing around there forever. And Jason kept calling to get another turkey come in, but it was so good that he kept the Jake there.
We were able to call in a tom with some variety of calls and kept the Jake in place.
Sure enough, here comes a big longbeard, working his way in slowly, slowly. He's not sure what to make of this Jake who's prancing around next to this strutting decoy.
Becky Lou, don't move. He's coming.
Joe was very patient, and he would stand behind me and say, look to the left, look to the right, don't move. Got a lot of don't moves because, the turkey come in.
The Jake was acting pretty tough. It was very interesting to see that. That big longbeard didn't just run him away.
That's a big bird. I can't see the big one right now.
Take a shot as soon as you
I can get in there. I got it. Oh, thank God. That's the biggest gobbler I think I've caught ever.
That's my third turkey, my biggest turkey. The spurs were like 1.1 inch long. The beard was 9.5 inches, and 25 pounds, I think, is what they determined. That's pretty big.
Oh man, it's definitely the heaviest one. It really is. Oh, that's great.
That's a big
Christy,
old
feel
bird.
that.
Look at the spurs. Those are nice.
You bet they are.
Nice. Wow, he definitely has some heft to
That's
him.
what I'm saying.
With the gun and the shot and the sighting in, it just was so smooth.
Yeah.
It worked together so well.
Well, I'll tell you what, that gobbler dropped
He
when
did.
you lowered the hammer. There's no question about it. Well done, and we look forward to hunting with you again.
And it all worked out perfectly. Becky Lou made a great shot, and we got one shooter with her bird.
Benelli on Assignment is brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Bill Jordan's Real Tree. Family, friends, and the outdoors. Burris Optics. See the light. Hunter's Specialties. Under Armour. Always lethal. And by Benelli USA's fine family of firearms, including Benelli, Simply Perfect. Franchi. Pass along the tradition. Uberti. History repeats itself. Stoger, serving American sportsmen since 1924, and Stoger Air Guns, pellet power precision.
So we did a little scouting, saw that sure enough there was a big roost tree, lots of droppings under it, and we knew that was where we wanted to set up the next morning.
I could really feel the excitement and the energy this morning when we were on the road on our way to set up in our turkey blind. Everybody kind of knew exactly where we were going to end up, and I think everybody had high hopes after all the traffic we'd seen of the turkeys over the last couple days.
Don't move, they're coming from the right. Big group.
About 6 jakes came off of our right. Katie stayed rock still. They came in around the decoys, started working the decoys. And that's when I saw the one tom come in from the left.
Here's a tom. See him?
Jumped in with the jakes and started beating up the decoy.
You know, I could tell Katie was seeing everything that I was seeing.
Apparently there was another gobbler, I never saw him. So I'm telling Katie, take the one on the right.
He's on the right, he's on the right. Wait till he sticks up his head.
I did a couple putts, he stuck up his head.